Dear students, in the last class we have seen how to find out the Laplace equation and to prove that whether the equation belongs to the Laplace equation or Poisson's equation we have derived for the rectangular coordinate system. Now today in this class we will be solving a numerical problem where we can see that whether the Laplace equation mentioned is belonging to the Poisson's equation or the Laplace equation. And so today we are going to derive this by using the cylindrical coordinate systems. In the last lecture we have seen for the rectangular coordinate systems. So the question is determine whether the following potential fields satisfy the Laplace equation. So the equation which I am writing here is with respect to the voltage. So which is given as V is equal to R cos phi plus Z. So by seeing this equation, you can know that it is in written in the cylindrical coordinate system because you can able to see here phi and also the z. Okay. So when you see this r, phi, and z, you can able to identify that this is written in the cylindrical coordinate system. Okay. Now how to prove that whether this equation belong to the Laplace equation or not? So here the condition which we already know from our earlier lectures is del square v, if it is equal to 0, then this equation is said to be the Laplace equation. Okay, and if it is not equal to 0, so then it means that it is not a Laplace equation but it is a Poisson's equation. Okay, so before going to this we should know that how to do this del square v for the cylindrical coordinate system. So here del square v is nothing but, so we know this is the gradient of v. If we are doing the dot product of del with respect to the gradient, so this will gives you del square of v. Okay. So let me write the equation for del square v for the cylindrical coordinate system. So del square v can be given as 1 by r. Here it is written 1 by r dou by dou r of r dv by dr plus 1 by r square dou square v by dou phi square plus dou square v by dou z square. So this is the del square v for the cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so in the last lecture you can able to see we have written the same equation for the rectangular coordinate system. Now we are going to solve this, and here we know this parameter. So v is the parameter which we have already given here in the data. So v is equal to r cos phi plus z. So before going through this equation, there are three steps which are involved. So this is one part. Let us consider as three different parts. This is the one part, and this is the second part, and this is the third part. Okay, so here we'll be doing it this individually. Let us take this. I will be solving this first. Later I will be doing this the second part, and finally so we'll be with this third part. Why I have mentioned as different colors, because to the whole equation which belongs to this I will be solving in the green color, so that it will be easy for you to identify. So if you see in the first part which is marked in the green color, so here the main thing is first you need to calculate dou v by dou r. If you are doing this, it will be easy for you because you can just multiply this r, again you can take with respect to the dv by dou r. Now here, so dou v by dou r I will be writing as dou by dou r, this v equation which we already have given as r cos phi plus z. So if you are solving this, you will be getting cos phi, because this parameter, this term will automatically become 0. So this dou z by dou r will automatically become 0. And if you are taking this dou r cos phi by dou r with respect to r, so it will become simply cos phi, because dou r by dou r will become 1, and finally you will be getting so cos phi. So later I'll be multiplying this equation. So as you can able to see here in this equation, that it is written as r dou v by dou r. Okay, so dou v by dou r into r, so this will become r cos phi. Okay, so now I need to take, so this I have multiplied r with respect to the dou v by dou r. So we already got dou v by dou r as cos phi, so r into dou v by dou r will become so r cos phi. So here again we need to do this with respect to r here, if you can able to observe. So now I'm writing the same here. So 1 by r dou by dou r dou v by dou r. So already r dou v by dou r, so which is written here, we have already solved it. So now what we can able to do is, so I'm doing this 1 by r, so dou by dou r, this whole term I'm taking this r cos phi because we already done that. So r cos phi. So if you are doing this, then you will be getting r cos phi divided by r, because dou by dou r of r cos phi will become cos phi, and this 1 by r will be as it is. So this equation finally we can able to write as cos phi by r. So this is the whole part which I have marked in one of the color. So this is the first phase we have already done. So in the second phase, if you take there is a parameter 1 by r square dou square v by dou phi square. Okay, so I'll be taking one more part here for the second phase. I'll be rewriting this equation 1 by r square dou square v by dou phi square. Okay, see here the same thing I've written, 1 by r square dou square v by dou phi square. Okay, so first of all we'll from to solve this I will be taking dou v by dou phi first, so that it will be easy for me to solve. So dou phi and v which is given in the problem. So it is r cos phi plus z. As I have mentioned, again this dou z by dou phi will become 0. Okay, so because it is a different parameter, and if you see here, if you take this dou of this parameter by dou phi, so it will become minus sin phi. Okay, r will be as it is, and the cos phi will become minus sin phi. Minus sin phi. So now what we can able to write here? So this will become minus r sin phi. Now the next step is here. If you see in the second phase, so you can able to see here it is not just dou v by dou phi, but it is dou square v by dou phi square. Okay, so now I'm again doing the partial derivative one more time, dou phi square. Okay, so here dou square I'll be taking dou by dou phi of the value which you already got here, so minus r sin phi. Okay, now we can able to get again r cos phi, because dou by dou phi of minus sin phi will become again r cos phi. Okay, now I am multiplying this 1 by r square now. So in the third step, 1 by r square dou square v by dou phi square. So 1 by r square as it is I'm writing here, and this equation dou square v by dou phi square we already got, so this will be minus here. Okay, so we'll be getting minus r cos phi. Okay, because here dou by dou phi sin phi will be getting cos phi. So finally, so in this equation you can put write as minus cos phi by r. So this is the second part which we are getting. If you see here again, I am going back, stepping back here. So this is the first part which we got cos phi by r, and this is the second part. So where we are getting minus cos phi by r. Now the third one is left. The third one is dou square v by dou z square. So I'll be taking one more marking here. So the third one is dou square v by dou z square. Okay, so this is very simple, because first of all let us take dou v by dou z. So this will become dou by dou z, and v I am replacing the data which is given in the question. It is r cos phi plus z. Okay, when I am doing this, this whole part will become 0 because there is no z parameter which is included here, and this will become 1. Okay, now in the second part, what finally you will be getting as 1 because this whole part will becoming 0 because there is no z part here, and finally eliminating this, so there is one more here, dou z by dou z you will be getting as 1. Now what I need to do, I need to take the second derivative. Okay, so it means that dou by dou z of, I can able to write like this, right? So dou v by dou z 2 times. So already I got the value of 1 here, dou by dou z of 1, right? So now what will this dou by dou z of 1 will become? So it will become 0. Now you can able to see here there are mainly three parts which are indicated. The first one is 0, which we got in the third step, and here we got minus cos phi by r, and in the first step you got cos phi by r. Now what we need to do, we need to add this term, the second term and the third term, and let us prove that whether it belongs to the Laplace equation or not. Okay, so what I can able to do is, here the total equation will becomes minus cos phi by r. Okay, so here you are getting plus. So better we can able to do one thing, because I will be representing with the same colors here. Okay, so cos phi by r, and in the second step we got minus cos phi by r, and in the last step we got 0. So finally, so this is del square of v. Okay, so the equation which you are getting here, it is del square of, so once again I'm writing okay, del square of v is equal to cos phi by r, and in the second part we are getting minus cos phi by r, and in the third part we are getting 0, right? And if I'm adding all these three, I'm getting adding all these three, you will be getting a 0 value. So if you see this equation, we're getting a 0 value. So it indicates that it is a charge free region. Okay, so this 0 indicates that it is a charge free region. Now already, as we have discussed, if this del square of v, if it is not equal to 0, so then it will be called as a Poisson's equation. And in the charge free region, so we don't have any free charges, and that rho v, volume charge density, will become 0, and so this equation del square of v will become 0. So here we can able to say that, so this the equation, so this is the voltage equation which we have given, right? So this equation, which is v is equal to r cos phi plus z. So this is the equation which is given. Equation is a Laplace equation. This is a Laplace equation, right? So this is a way how we can able to find out whether it belongs to the Laplace equation or whether it belongs to Poisson's equation. So take del square of v and finally solve it, and if it is equal to 0, then it is a Laplace equation, and if it is not equal to 0, then it will become a Poisson's equation, right? So thank you.